So today's Daf Yomi, what? Not yet, that's why they're davening there, I think. It's not so bad yet. Take off the jacket soon. So yesterday we started the sugi of Chavite Kohen Gadol Lishoson Barichoson Vafiyoson Bifnim. So now we're continuing on Nun Aleph, Amud Aleph. Why does the Afi have to be inside the Azara? Rava Amar Al Machvas Melamid Shetuna Kli. Since it says Al Machvas, so you need a Kli Sharis. The Kli Sharis creates a Gedusha in the Machvas. Memela, you can't take it out. Melamid Shetuna Kli, V'ofilo Me'etmol, Ifselo Belina, and therefore it becomes possible once. The shaila is, why is it Doicha Shabbos? We said yesterday, one of the things is V'doicha Shabbos. Why is it Doicha Shabbos? Because once you put in a Kli, then you have a problem of Lina, and Memeli you have to do it on Shabbos. Another reason why you can do it on Shabbos. Tanka will say the Rava al Machvas Melamed Shetuna Kli. Oh, you don't want to miss this, no. This is the whole Amid right here, these words. Bashemen L'hoisif Lo Shemen. It says Bashemen, to add oil. What does that mean, add oil? More than the usual. Veni dea kama. What does that mean, more than usual? Turn that, maybe we should close that window, no? It's helping us, the window? Hishanis, what are they doing over there? Sounds like adults. So again, it says the word Bashemen. Bashemen means you add oil more than the usual. How much? Zog the Gemara, any day kama. Already done. Let's figure it out ourselves. Nema kan shemen, v'nema lahalon, b'minchas nesachim shemen. Now, there's a few times that you bring nesachim. When you bring oila, a shlamim, you bring nesachim. Over here, the Gemara is talking about the tamid. When you bring the minchas tamid, you bring nesachim, you bring oil, wine. Malahalon shloishes lugin liisaron. The Torah says revai hin. Hin is 12 lugin, so a quarter of 12 is 3. So mela shloishes lugin liisaron. Afkan shloishes lugin liisaron. So by us also, by the machvas of the Kohen Gadol, you need 3 lugin of oil. Or klach l'derech zu. Maybe you could learn it differently. Nema kan shemen b'nema b'minchas nedava shemen. Why are you learning it out from the minchas nesachim, from the Talmud? Learn it out from nedava. Mal alon lo yigechad, afkan lo yigechad. The Gemara later on is going to discuss. This is very problematic because he said that the word bashemen means more shemen than usual. The minimum that you could ever use is 1 lug.
0.
Okay, but then we wouldn't learn out of Bashemen. We'll see the Gemara soon. Without Bashemen, we would know that there's oil because it's in a machvas. Machvas usually means that it has oil. So the Gemara discusses it. So the Gemara says maybe it's only 1 lug.
What it discusses why don't, it's not a yitur, it's just a tell that you need shemen.
No, the Gemara says, what's the havamina? Why would I even think to learn from Nedava that only 1 lug? What's 1 lug? 1 lug is not more. It's not Bashemen. It's not a yitur. Bashemen means more shemen.
More than the normal.
More than the normal. And 1 lug is the normal. It's not more than the normal. Says the Gemara, donin tavshat mitavshat. Or maybe you take, the shat, you take off the base. Why? It's 3 against 3. Each one has 3. Usually the Gemara says, you have 7 against 5, so you go with what's more. But over here it's 3 against 3. What's the 3? Tadir. The minchas chavitin and the nedava and the nesachim, the tamid, come every single day. Doicha Shabbos. They're both doicha Shabbos. Now the Baal Chayva they take out because that's the same thing. Because it's Chayva to come every day, so they take that out. So you have Tadir, Doicha Shabbos, like we learned by us that the Chavitin is Doicha Shabbos, Tamid is also Doicha Shabbos, Doicha Tuma. And we had yesterday as well. that if the kohanim are tamei, you do the chavitim betuma. V'indonin tashat misheini tashat. Oi klach l'derzu. Maybe there's another way. Donin yogil miyogil. What's gil? Yochid, it comes not from a tzibur, and a dova comes from a single person. Then is a single person. Biglal atzma, it comes all by itself, not because of something else. Like by the nesachim, by the tamid, it's the carbon tamid, but in addition to the carbon tamid, you have nesachim, so it's not by itself. And levayna, it requires levayna. In Donin Yogil, Misheni Yogil. Fine. Now, Rabbi Shmuel Benoy. So now we have to remember these shittas a little bit. Says the Gemara, Rabbi Shmuel Benoy Rabbi Yochanan Bebreiko Imer. It says by Chavitin, it says Soilas Mincha Tomid. It says the word Tomid. By the Chavitin, Harelecha Keminchas Temidin, Mal Minchas Temidin Shloshis Lugin Lisaroin, Avzu Shloshis Lugin Lisaroin. What does Rabbi Shmuel say? I have a special pasuk that says Tamid, which teaches us that you need 3 lugin, like a Tamid. Reb Shimon Oimer, and here's the second shita. What's interesting is that the Gemara later on is going to say that this brisa, there's 3 shitas in how to learn this brisa. Either the brisa was both Rabbi Shmuel and Reb Shimon, they each said something else, or it's completely Reb Shmuel, or it's completely Reb Shimon. That's why it's important to remember what Rabbi Shmuel says and what Rabbi Shimon says. Over here, Rabbi Shmuel says that from the Tamid, you learn out that there's 3 lugin. Rabbi Shimon Oimer, Ribokan Shemen. It says Bashemen, so means extra. V'riba Minchas Kvasim Shemen. Malalon Shloshis Lugin Lisaron. Afkan Shloshis Lugin Lisaron. Learns it out from the Minchas Kvasim.
Which is the Minchas Tamid, no?
Well, then there wouldn't be, you mean, right. He learns it out, Rabbi Shmuel learns it out from Chavitin. The Tamid by Chavitin, but it's not Tamid, and he's learning it out from Tamid. Oiklach l'derech zu. Ribo kan shemen. So the question is, what's this oiklach l'derech zu? Ribo kan shemen. V'ribo b'minchas parim ve'elim shemen. So look in Rashi a second. What's this parim ve'elim shemen? Rashi says b'minchas niskei parim ve'elim. You see Rashi? Smack in the middle of the page. Shnei lugin lisarin. By the par and the elim, it equals to 2 lugin per isarin. It's a new shir, not 1 lugin, not 3 lug, 2 lugin. How do we know? The chsiv parashat shlach l'cha v'ikriv al ben abokar soiles shloishes sroinim bol b'shemen chatzi yahin. A half of a hin. Right. Because a hin is 12, the hainu shisha lugin, which comes out, if there's 3 Yisroinim, and you have 6 lugin, shnayim lisarim. Fine. So that's by the par. What about ayil? Uba ayil ksiv, la'ayil ta'asa mincha soilis shnei Yisroinim. There's 2 Yisroinim of flour. Bal b'shem shlish is a hin. A third of a hin. How much is a third of 12? The hainu arba lugin, shnayim lisarim. It's 4 lugin. Divide the 4 by the 2 Yisroinim, it comes out 2 per each one. Mala halon, says the Gemara, Mala halon shnei lugin lisar, and afkan shnei lugin lisar. So maybe I should learn now from Parim and Elim. Says the Gemara, no, nearly midoim. Donim mincha abba yisarim and mincha abba yisarim. You learn from the Sachim. That only comes 1. The Tamid. What?
He's asking both Rabbi Shmuel and Rabbi Shimon?
This is Rabbi Shimon himself.
Is it Rabbi Shimon?
Yeah. Bein Donim mincha, over there he has a mefurish pasuk. Bein Donim mincha abba yisarim and mincha abba shnayim u'shlosh Yisroinim. Why learn a chavitin that's 1 isarin from Ifshar lo b'live, Ifshar gam b'live. So why learn from Parim and Elim, which is 2 and 3, if you can learn from 1? Says the Gemara. So now the Gemara goes into the Braisa until the bottom of the page. Hogu Fakashi. Amris Bashemen. You're learning. You took the word Bashemen, and you tell me that the base Bashemen l'hoisav lo shemen, more than the usual oil. V'adatani nemer kan shemen v'nemer mirchad dav shemen. And then all of a sudden you want to go back to the standard, which is 1 lug. What's the pshat? Oma Abaye mantane b'shemen l'hoisav Rabbi Shimon. So Abai says it's both. It's Reb Shimon and Reb Yishmael. So it starts off Reb Shimon Shita that it should be more. Ubedino Manko Mahader. Reb Yishmael. I'm sorry. Lahaisa Reb Shimon he. You have to look at the words in the parentheses. Vilu loy nemakamar. And he says you could actually learn it out by itself without the word shemen. Ubedino manko mahader. You finished? That's it? Done over there?
Done. Again first?
What? What'd you say?
Can you start from the beginning first?
We basically waited a long time. We're not that far down. We're only 3/4 of the Omen down. Not such a hard Omen. So Rabbi Shimon is the one that says, let's learn it out from Shemen. And then he says, maybe let me learn it out let me figure out how to learn it out. Ubedina Manko Mahader, Rabbi Shmuel. So Rabbi Shmuel is the one that says, wait a minute, Bashemen doesn't tell us that it's more. Bashemen is just telling us it's one of the ingredients. Don't learn from there, B'chlal, that it's a shear, how much oil. It's telling us you need oil. Rabbi Shimon holds that Bashemen comes to tell us that it's more. Shmuel says no. So it's really both. The Bryce is both. Rabbi Shmuel comes in Esek Kasha on Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon that says that you need more. Ravuna Bereder Rabbi Yeshua Amar. What? He's slugging him up. He's saying that he's asking that Bashemen doesn't really mean more. It just means it's one of the ingredients. Ravuna Bereder Rabbi Yeshua Amar Kula Rabbi Shmuel B'nai Rabbi Yochanan ben Broiki. You can learn that the whole Bryce is Rabbi Shmuel. And how does it work? V'achakamar. Bashemen loisiv lo shemen. He said maybe Bashemen means also, like we thought in Rabbi Shimon, that Bashemen means add more than normal. Dilik boy shemen leitzarach, because I don't need the word shemen to tell us that you need shemen. Kivin d'chsiv bo al machvas kiminchas machvas dami. He's not just saying that it's in a frying pan, but it should be like a minchas machvas. And just like minchas machvas has oil, so too over here it has oil. So why does the Torah add the word bashemen? To tell us that it's more than usual. Maybe it's telling us how much oil, one lug. Because I would think maybe that it should be like there is a minchas choite doesn't have any oil at all. So maybe I need the Torah to tell us that it's one of the ingredients. How much? The normal amount, one lug. Even if it's to tell shemen, Taisim Medina, I could use my logic, I could figure it out myself and say that it needs to be more than one lug. Vidan Dina, and he tried. He tried hard to learn it out. It didn't go so well. He wanted to go from Nesachim. He said no, Nedava. Each one maybe Tashat, Yogil. He didn't come up with a good way out. And therefore he ended up with a pasuk Soilis Mincha Tamid. What? Yeah. So Mela, since he tried Misvara to figure it out, that didn't work. So he brought the pasuk Soilis Mincha Tamid. Kedim Sayim Yishmael Milsei. And that's how Rabbi Shmuel actually finishes off. So it started with Rabbi Shmuel, and it ends off with Rabbi Shmuel. That what? That I learned from Tamid that there's 3 lugin. Fine. Holding like 7 lines from the bottom. Rabbi Omar, third pshat. Kulo Rabbi Shimon. The whole thing goes to Rabbi Shimon. It's not a machlokes Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Shmuel. Vilu loy nemar komar. He's saying, if the Torah didn't say the word shemen, v'achikomar, bashemen, loy lo shemen. Dilik boy lo shemen, loy tzarech. Same sort of svaras, but in Reb Shimon. To tell us that I need shemen, I don't need kivin d'chsiv ba'al machvas k'machvas damya. That's the same svar we had before in Rabbi Shmuel. V'at shelo yoymar bashemen, yeshli bedin. And if it wouldn't say bashemen, I would say, v'don dina lo yasilei. He tried to learn it out from Nedava or Nesachim, didn't go. And then he said, but maybe I can learn out from Parim Ve'elim that it's 2 lugin. Hadam Adonin Mincha Haboy Isaron doesn't make sense to learn out from a par, which is 2 Yisraelim, and we're talking about 1 Isaron, the Mincha of the Kohen Gadol. Brand new Mishnah.
Bottom line is to go to everybody bring 3 looking.
Correct. At the end of the day, 3 looking. The shadow was who does the Brisa go according to? We had one pshat that it goes according to both of them. Then we had a pshat that it only goes according to Reb Shmuel. A pshat that goes only according to Reb Shimon. The question is, how do you learn it? Reb Shimon at the end of the day learns it from.
Both learn from the same thing.
He says the word Tamid, which is not in the Parshas Tamid. And Reb Shimon learns it out from Parshas Tamid. Fine. Says the Mishnah, it's a continuation basically what we were learning yesterday. The Kohen Gadol has to bring a Minchas Chavitim every single day. He died in middle, and they didn't bring another Kohen Gadol. Who has to bring the Minchas Chavitim? Rabbi Shimon Oimer Mishal Tzibur. It comes from the community, from the Lishka. Rabbi Yehuda Oimer Mishal Yarshim. You bring it from the Yarshim. Now the word Yarshim means one out of the Yarshim. You can't bring it from a bunch of Yarshim together because that would be Shutfus, and that doesn't work. One of the Yarshim has to bring it. Shleima. Shleima is the Kreva. No, Mevim Shleima. Shav, look at Rashi for a second. Very interesting Rashi. Ushleima, what does Shleima mean? A whole thing. Isarin Shalom Baboiker, Visarin Ben Arbaim. Kozman Shikreva Mishal Tzibur. What does he say? Beis over here? Yarshim. He brings down Yarshim. You see? Moshe. When Rashi says Tzibur, he says Yarshim. To answer your question.
It's not talking about the same day that he died, talking about a day later, 2 days later.
Yeah.
Also.
There's no Kohen Gadol.
There's no Kohen Gadol. You still bring them inside.
As we're going to see in the Gemara, these Kohanim Gedolim weren't the best people. So they basically died every single year. And l'chor, you have to say like what Menachem is saying, that it's not the next day because otherwise it doesn't fit so well in the Gemara. The Gemara says it was a strain on the Lishka. What's a strain? To bring 5 pounds of flour as a strain on the Beis Hamikdash? It could be they went looking. It took them months. I don't know, until they found the proper guy.
Until they had elections and stuff.
Until the next guy paid off, the Romans. Who is the one that's makrivid if there's no Kohen Gadol? A regular Kohen, I don't know. Yeah, but you have to bring it, that's the point. You have to bring it. It's halacha, they have to bring it every day. Who brings the Kohen Gadol? There's no Kohen Gadol, you have to bring it anyways. Torah Bonon, Gishmak. What? Yeah.
Where were they? They also died?
No. What killed them was the Kodesh Kodashim. This guy didn't go in there.
No, I'm saying, so why isn't he back?
So maybe he is.
Not.
Oh, you mean it should be? He should be mechuyev to bring it?
Yeah.
No, but he doesn't. He doesn't become.
He's the standing Kohen Gadol. He's the vice president.
You think he becomes Kohen Gadol automatically? I don't think so.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Maybe there wasn't.
It's not automatic, and it did take weeks.
There wasn't. The whole Kohen Gadol was a joke. The whole Kohen Gadol wasn't the real deal. So maybe they didn't have a.
They tied a rope around him.
Yeah, to pull him out.
Pull him out.
Torah Rabbanon. 20 minutes. Kohen Gadol shemeis v'leiminu Kohen acher tachtov. How do you know? How do you know this halach of the Mishnah that if a Kohen Gadol dies and there's no other Kohen Gadol, the Yerush has to bring it? Talmud loymar v'Kohen HaMashiach tachtov mibonov ya'asa oisa. So, I don't know if this works here. If anybody could see, tell me. Could you read the red words here? Huh? You're in the first row. Yossi, you can read? Yeah? This is better, no? Fine. Here's the pasuk. We have a bunch of limudim here. V'Kohen HaMashiach vayikra perik vav, pasuk das vav. V'Kohen HaMashiach tachta mibonov ya'asa oisa chok oilam Hashem kolul paktur. So there's 4 limudim here. What is the pasuk telling us? So the way the Gemara is reading the pasuk, V'Kohen HaMashiach tachtov, if he dies, then tachtov instead of him is mibonov, from his sons. They have to bring the Minchas Chavitin. Let's go weiter. We're going to come back to this page because it's 4 limudim. והכהן המשיח תחתו מבנו ויעשה אויסו. יוכל יקריבנו חצוין, תלמוד לא יאמר oiso. So here, continue on in the pasuk. Ya'aseh oiso tells us that it has to be shalom. Kula veloi chetzia. Divrei Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Shimon Omer chok oilam. Rabbi Shimon basically has a kasha. What does it mean chok oilam? That the kohen brings a minchas machavat chok oilam, and tzitzis is not a chok oilam. Tefillin is not a chok oilam. Why does the Torah say chok oilam? It's extra. Every mitzvah is from here until Mashiach comes. The point is, chok oilam, he learns that it comes from the oilam. Like we say today, the oilam. The oilam says, the oilam, chok oilam. It's from the oilam. Yeah. This is the makar for the sprach. Chok oilam. So basically, if we stop for a second and look into what Reb Shimon says, he learns chok oilam and not from mibanav. Very good. If he doesn't learn mibanav, then what else doesn't he learn? The next word, oisa. So Memele, he doesn't have shalom. He doesn't know where to get shalom from.
You could still say oisa chok oilam.
That's right. You can't learn oisa chok oilam because it doesn't flow. Mibanav oisa. Oisa chok oilam. No, it doesn't go.
You don't have to say that he can't. You learn from something else. You don't have to
Okay.
say he can't learn from oisa.
Saying as is, if you just stop here, I don't think he learns it somewhere else. Who says he learns it somewhere else? I don't remember.
What does mibanav mean?
Oh.
That's what he learns from.
Khalil Tokter Shetei Kula Baktara doesn't say that he has to bring.
That's the showing.
No,
No, Rashi says, "Lo yaseh shirayim lech."
right. He can't use. Oh, that goes back to my thing. I have to. Could you remind me to ask my father? I want to ask him because he's the one that told me that in the Mishnah Berurah, and I know after he told this to me, I'm pretty sure he's right. In the Mishnah Berurah, when he brings a few shitas, the one he brings the last one is the one that he holds of the most. Usually it's the Gaon, but not true in Rashi. I don't know because lately I've seen like his lashon acher is always stronger. Seems like fits in better kind of thing. I don't know. Okay. So you're going according to lashon acherina. Fine.
Otherwise, the way does he learn that has to be shown?
He doesn't. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe he doesn't hold. V'ayi HaKohen HaMashiach. What? Okay.
The reason it has to be shleima
Where does he learn it
is
from?
when it's not
Oh, that was our question.
That's what he's saying. That's in the second shot. Okay. V'ayi HaKohen HaMashiach. How are you telling me you're learning out a whole drasha from this pasuk right over here? HaKohen HaMashiach lahachidasa. It's already used up this pasuk for something else. The day that they inaugurate the kohen, that's when he brings a korban. Yochel yu Aaron of makrivin korban echad. Tamaloi mar sheyakrivu l'Hashem. The words asher yakrivu l'Hashem are extra. Why? Because it says zek korban. This is the korban of Aaron and Vanov. It should have just say l'Hashem. What's asher yakrivu? So it's extra. Comes to tell us Aaron b'fnei atzmoi uvanov b'fnei atzmo. What?
The extras. The lashon of yakrivu. Each one of them. No?
Together, they could be makriv. How do you see that each one is individual? It's not muchach, but okay. You can learn any way you want. Aaron b'fnei atzmoi uvanov b'fnei atzmo. They learn from this yakrivu, according to Menachos Mata. It's just yakrivu means each one.
No, it's two. The beginning it says the lashon of zeg, which is lashon yachid.
Okay.
Yakrivu is the lashon of two. So Aaron of
No, this particular korban, it's a yachid. It is one. It's a one machmas. It's Aaron and Vanna of yakrivu. They should all together do it. I'm saying that's why I think asher yakrivu might be extra. I don't know if it's muchach, but what? Rashi doesn't say. Fine. Asher b'fnei atzmo Vanna b'fnei atzmo. So you learn from here that they do it individually. Each one brings their own carbon. Bonov, Elu, Kohanim, Edyotos. Each Kohen Hedyot, when he starts his Avodah, the first day he does his Avodah, let's say he's 13, 14 years old, he comes to the Mikdash, he's all excited, he has to bring a carbon the first time, and that's it, the first and last time, unless he becomes a Kohen Gadol. What? What'd you say? 20. Okay, 20, thanks. Maybe it's referring to the Kohanim Gedolim. Basically, this pasuk is being used right now, not for all these drushes we just said, but Kohen Mashiach Tachtav Mi Banav is referring to Kohen Hedyot. So what's the kasha? So I just used up the pasuk to tell me Mi Banav that every Kohen brings a carbon the first day of his avodah when he's 20 years old, or whatever the halacha is, or when he's let's say he didn't make it when he's 20, he was sick, whatever age he is, when he comes in the first day, he brings a carbon in addition to Kohen Mashiach. So don't learn from Mi Banav that if a Kohen Gadol dies, his son has to bring a machvas. I have nowhere to learn it from. This word Mi Banav it's not extra. I already used it up in a different place. Says the Gemara, what's the typical answer? You can learn two limudim. If I'm just telling you the first halacha that if a Kohen Gadol dies, his sons have to bring it, I can learn out from the word Banov. Banov Yaseh, the sons later on have to bring his machvas. My mi Banov, which is an interesting lashon, from his sons, Shmas Meno Tarte. So I learn two halachas from it. First of all, that the sons themselves have to bring their own carbon when they become Kohanim. And second of all, if a Kohen Gadol dies, then the chiyuv falls onto the sons. So here's a riddle. A peasant riddle. What's the situation that a Kohen brings two machvas in one day? He became a Kohen Gadol that day. If he became a Kohen Gadol that day, then he would bring actually three. One for inauguration, and one for the Kohen Gadol inauguration. No, it's two separate things. One, because he as a Kohen he's doing that avodah. That's one. But he as a Kohen Gadol is doing that avodah for the first time. He brings another carbon. Chavitin, a tamid. If Joe Shmo Kohen, Yosel Kohen becomes 20 years old, he brings a machvas. That's one. When Yosel becomes a Kohen Gadol, he brings two. He brings a machvas. As the Mashiach of a Kohen Gadol. Yeah. That's what. Azoi steht. I believe that's what this sugya is saying. By Kohen Mashiach.
Aaron is every day, and Bonav is the Mechina.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that a Kohen Gadol brings. You're saying not for a Kohen Gadol?
No, one for the Chanicha.
One Chanicha of what? Oh, you're saying that a Kohen Gadol is Mechonach and he brings a machmas?
Yeah.
You ask him? Yeah. And one for? And one for?
One for the Kohen Hedyot, one for the Kohen Gadol.
Okay, but what about a Tamid? The Tamid. You have to bring a Minchas Chavitim in the morning and in the afternoon. That's three total.
Who says he brings one when he becomes Kohen Gadol?
You have to bring. It's Tamid. Nothing to do with him being a Kohen Gadol.
Forget Tamid. Who says he brings one as an inauguration?
You're saying what the Menachos is. I'm pretty sure that's the halacha.
Where is it?
He brings the Torah that, yes, I don't know where he brings it from. He brings some of the guy Torah, I don't know.
Oh, the what?
And he does have to bring.
Two. One for Chanicha, one for...
Does he bring the Tamid also?
Yeah.
Tamid obviously you have to bring.
Of course.
Obviously you have to bring Tamid, so that's three.
So your riddle stands.
Yeah.
You have to bring the Tamid, nothing to do with him becoming inaugurated. Nothing to do with his chinuch. Well, he can't piggy ride on the Tamid that he brings anyways.
I thought the Mincha itself, I don't think the carbon is.
Mincha.
So brings it on.
Yeah, a Kohen Gadol brings a mincha for inauguration of himself, inauguration of a Kohen Hedyot. Oh my gosh. It's time to get WhatsApp. It's time to get WhatsApp.
But if you never work,
Let's look at it
that's
every
bring
year.
another one.
What?
If you never worked before, that's
Hold on. Let me tell him. Simchas Torah is what time?
6.
6, and Mincha and Ma'ariv is at 7.
here.
You didn't hear that? You didn't either know?
Tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow. Simchas Torah, 6 o'clock. Okay, what are you saying? Sorry.
I'm saying that if this guy
It's very dangerous when it
never
doesn't.
worked before,
Yeah.
that's bring another one for Hanicha of Kohen Hedger.
Right, that's what I was saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Right. If the Kohen Gadol never did Avodah, Reuven, if the Kohen Gadol never did Avodah, so he has to do a Kohen Hedjait one, and a Kohen Gadol one, and he's not parted from the Minchas Tamid. Fine. Let's see if Rabbi Pesach knows this riddle. It's time to ask. Reb Shimon Hayoiso my Ovidlei. So hold on a second. Oh, now we have 10 minutes. Let's go back. The Talmud Sheshachar.
Chinuch of Hedjot, Chinuch of Kohen Gadol, and Minchas Chabit.
No, I didn't say. I said, how many do you bring? He said 2. So I told him in his case it's 3. I said, how many? Okay, we'll go back to the video.
You asked when you bring
When you bring 2, and I was going to go to when you bring 3. He jumped it.
I have a better one. 4.
Oh. If he died.
His father dies.
No. Oh. And he has to bring for his father.
Chinuch of himself, and for his father, the firstborn Shalom.
No, but he doesn't bring a full one if his father dies. He only brings half of his
No,
father's.
so Yoshim said Shleima.
Shine.
Okay, then Chanicha Kohen Gadol, and in the evening, he can't bring a half. He brings a
3.5.
No, he brings a whole. Doesn't matter what happens to the second half, but he brings a whole.
He brings his father's his. Oh, 4. He's just saying he doesn't die. Very good.
So that's the question. What's the most one can bring? That's it. That's the most.
Very good. Okay. So now we have in the pasuk. We learned in the pasuk. Mashiach tachto mibonav yase oiso. Chok oilam. Reb Shimon learned from Chok oilam, right? So he didn't learn from Oisa. So what does he do with Oisa? This red word over here is extra now. Zog the Gemara, Reb Shimon hayoisa ma'ovid le'miboy le'koyin gadol shemeis uminu acher tachtov. If the Kohen Gadol died and they put somebody instead of him, shloyovi chatzi sar mebeisoy v'lechatzi sar sharishoin. Fine. How do you know the halacha that the Kohen Gadol? We learned this yesterday. Kohen Gadol dies. He doesn't bring. He can't use the rest of the Kohen Gadols. He has to bring a new one from his house. If you learned the daf yesterday, you know that we don't learn out from the word oisa. We learn it out from v'tevigle minu machatziso. Vav le darish. He can't learn out from Machatzisa. He doesn't want to learn the Vav, so he learns out from the word Oisa. Fine. Rabbi Yehuda. Reb Shimon is the one that learns from Chok Olam. So what does Rabbi Yehuda do? Chok Olam ayovid Chuka la'olam tehei. So he, for some reason, holds that there's a. I would think that this halach of machmas only applies to a certain generation for whatever reason. Maybe the Beis Hamikdash only, and then a later generation doesn't apply anymore. So he says Chuka la'olam tehei. Kolil Taktar Lomali. So Reb Shimon learns from Kolil Taktar, like the second Pshat in Rashi, let's say, that the whole thing goes bye-bye. What Reb Yehuda doesn't need it, because he learns from Moisa. So what does he do with it? Einli elo el yoina, in the parentheses, Minchas Kohen Gadol. B'Kolil Taktar. V'tachtoino Minchas Kohen Hedyoit. B'lo Yisei So it goes like this. This is the first pasuk. This is the Elyoina. At the end of the pasuk it says Kol Taktar. You have to burn everything. Kol Taktar. Then right afterwards is another pasuk. This pasuk is talking about a hedyot, and it says V'chol minchas kohen kolil. It says the word kolil, just like it says over here Kol Taktar, red and red. If I have this word and the word in the pasuk before the same word? What is that called? Hey, Zeh Shava. And it says in this pasuk, Lo Yisei Yachel. Now, what I could do is I could use this word kolel to say not that it's burnt, but it's as a whole, all of it is an avera. Not just a little part of it, not just the kemitza part of it, but the entire mincha, you're oivin avera on. Yeah, if I don't, the shirayim, the leftover. Over here, the word kol is not so much burning. Maybe just part of it you burn. Akopanim, the Gemara is asking, how do I know that the halachas in this pasuk apply to here, and I know the halachas of this pasuk apply here? What are the halachas? The second pasuk tells me that there's a lav, there's an isser. The first pasuk tells me you have to burn everything. So how do I know that you apply both halachas to each other? So that we explained with this thing. Since it says kol in red over here, it says kol in red over here, it's Gzeir Shava, both halachas apply to each other. Ask the Gemara. You just told me that the Yarshim have to bring the rest of the father's machvas if the Kohen Gadol dies. How could you say it's deraisa? Vosnan, we learned the Mishnah in Kilayim. Where is it? In Shkolim, sorry. In Shkolim. It says Mefurish that one of the things Bezdin was Mesakin, not Minatayra, not referring to our sugya, something over there, it's interesting that the Mishnah over there takes a side in the Machloikis. What could a guy bring to the Beis Hamikdash? Some people say a guy could bring a shlamim. Over there, the Mishnah says no. It's like Rebbe Kiva. A guy brings an oila. He can bring an oila whenever he wants to, and an oila goes with nisachim. Shalachim nisachim. If he sent nisachim, says Rashi, it has to be money because a guy cannot bring wine because of yain nesach or tuma, whatever. If he sent it, you use the money, you buy it. Because every oil goes with nesachim, so since you have a responsibility to make sure that this oil has nesachim, you buy it from the lishka. A ger that died, and L'chayr is talking about a ger that died and didn't specify that this money goes to the nesachim. So just because he has money in the bank, you can't do anything with it because anybody could grab it. Yesh nesachim krevim shloi, v'imlav krevim shel tzibur. With Tnai Bezdinu, and there's a Tnai Bezdin, not Dorai, so that what? It says Mefurish that it's a Darabanan, it's not a Doraisa. It started off nicely that the Torah says that the Tzibur brings it. Since they saw that it's a problem, it's costing the Beis Hamikdash too much money because 300 Kohanim died, and like Menachos explained that it could take a very long time. It's not just a problem of a half a day, it could take a long time. So then it could be very expensive for the Beis Hamikdash. Takinu the legabe mi Yarshim. So they made, the takana was that the Yarshim should give it. Kivin the chazid the kopashiba, the sons were no better than their fathers. They weren't such great people. They were buying the kuna from the goyim, so they refused to bring their own mincha. And then they said that the tzibur should bring it and finish. Finish? Go weiter? What? Kamiansis are gone. Nah, because it goes down a lot. In Paraduma? What? Azov. Zog the Gemara. One of the things that it says over there, once we're really discussing that Mishnah, so the Gemara wants to figure out another thing in the Mishnah. I'm sorry. The question is, the ashes of the paraduma, could you use them? If you use them, is it considered mila or not? So the sanya chatos that it has halacha of a chatos, that if you use it, you're over a meila. He bo moyalim be'efra a moyalim. But in its ashes, there's no mila. So the Gemara Omer Ravashi is not a shayla. Omer Ravashi shtei takonas have. Doraisa bo moyalim be'efra a moyalim. Midoraisa they said you could use the afer. In other words, there's no problem with mila. Even the chazud the komizalzel lebei because abdi minei lamakoson. People used it. It was had some healing powers. Gozer bei mila. They said, okay, we're gozer mila. But that didn't work out very well. Why? The kivin the chazud the koparshim misfek hazois akmo deraisa. People were worried that if you had a suffix, if the guy is chayiv and azar or not, and if he's only a suffix, and now you're over a meila by using the ashes of the para, if you use it for your own personal use, you have to bring a carbon. So if it's a suffix that you have to use it, you also have to bring a carbon. So what if the guy says, I might be Tommy Mace, on that might, and I sprinkle it on you, I'm over a meila. So then we had to go back and say that no, even on a suffix, use it, don't worry about it, you don't have to bring a carbon. There's also a middle of a sugya, but okay. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock, where? In the base medrash, right here. And then there'll be Ma'ariv following. What?